turns out I was talking loud enough. I'm referring to the video before this that I just recorded and deleted, testing the volume because, or microphone volume, because I don't know where those purple earbuds went that I've been using. I think I left them downstairs. Anyways, I started school up. It's going better than last year. Met a few people, 2 girls specifically. One of them, not my kind of person. Pretty strange person, pretty strange lady. Showed me stuff that I wasn't ready for. You know what I mean? And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa there. I think I'm good. I didn't actually say that. I egged it on because I didn't want to make her feel like, oh, you don't like me, which I don't. But I don't know. I was just trying to make her feel good. I have no idea. Maybe it was pity. I don't know. Anyways, then there was another girl. Obviously, I'm not going to say names, but she's nice. She's pretty short, but who cares? I'm not looking to get with anyone. I hope I'm not. Plus, I think she's with someone anyways, so who cares? And she'd probably not like me anyway. Or I said she'd probably not she probably doesn't. Because I'm not the type of person that some people would like. I mean, if you really get to know me. But it's going pretty good. I just got started on drawing again. Let me grab, it's not the greatest. I think I could have and should have made the eyes a bit smaller. Kind of looks bug-eyed, you know? You see the eyes look a bit bug-eyed. But that's Victor, Victor Manuel. He is the Emperor. I know you can't read that, but the Emperor right there. Current base leader of the Dallas Secret Service. This is Alan's dad. Alan's dad right here. What he's saying right here. Tell us the plan, Dr. Myers. It's something that he says in the original version of the comics. Maybe I should just grab it. The page. I think it's right here. Tell us the plan, Dr. Myers. Okay. Now he says, these are old, but hold up, you can't even freaking see it. This was when it was about me and that other girl. You can't read it like always, but it says, carry on with the plan, Dr. Myers. And she doesn't like to be called Doctor or her last name. So I just input that the way that it was back then. So anyways, Alan's dad is based off my dad. My dad's name is obviously a different name, but yeah, based off my dad. He's got, well, he has black hair, but in here he's a little older than he is in real life. He's like 60 in here. In real life he's like 50, 56, 57. But yeah, in real life he can't grow facial hair, but here he can, as you can see. He's pretty cool. In real life my dad is bow-legged, but I chose not to make him bow-legged here. So next, I am drawing Brian. I'll show you the guy. What he looks like in the actual thing. Oh wait, hold on. He's the tall motherfucker. The guy on the left or right for me, but that guy right there. His name is Brian. I haven't figured out a last name for him yet, but he's one of Alan's best friends. He's pretty freaking tall, lanky. He's a speedster. And I'm drawing him in my art style now in the actual thing. What I have down is just this. Not much, but Brian. Then after that, I'm going to draw another one of Alan's best friends. Colton. He's a speedster as well. About as tall as Alan. Pretty cool. So then after that, I'm going to draw or redesign Alan. And let me grab the paper. There we are. Well, no, that's not a good one. Give me a sec. If I can find a good fucking picture of her that doesn't look exactly like Hoshimi Miyabi. You know what? This is good. This is good. Let me grab it. I think maybe, yeah, that's alright. Autumn. Her name is Autumn. She's a kitsune with 0 tails. But she doesn't have it here, but she has whiskers and she's got the big ass fox ears. But next I'm gonna draw her, or after I finish Brian and then Colton, I'm gonna draw Autumn and Alan. And then after that, Alana. The human versions of Fallen into Madness. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. These are old pages, by the way. Old from like back when I was actually drawing the comics. Drawing in the comics. But now I'm not. I'm getting better at actually drawing the comics before, or drawing my characters and drawing positions, poses, angles, perspectives, and body parts before actually drawing in the real story. And I plan on getting an iPad with an Apple Pen so that I can draw without fucking up the paper by like erasing too much or drawing too hard or coloring with the wrong color and then staining the paper, or spilling a drink and staining the paper. So yeah, I plan on that. Alana, Alan. I took a shit earlier. And I gotta do it again. I feel it in my stomach. But anyways, yeah. Then after Alana, I think I should probably draw another character. I'm trying to think of which one. Oh, right. The other leaders of the Della Secret Service. Which, back when I was drawing in the actual comics for the first time of Fallen into Madness, the leaders are these characters down here. That's Victor, a first version of him, Claire, and then Seely. The 3 generals, as I called them. So, pretty cool. Carry on with the plan, Dr. Myers. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard when I first made that. And I'm still laughing really hard at it, which it was like a year ago. It's gonna be 2 years soon. 2 years and I barely have anything developed. Oh my gosh. I started drawing these comics, Fallen into Madness, or The Adventures of So and So, because I'm not gonna say the names, but I first started drawing it in September, which today is the first day. And it was like the 17th that I started drawing it, because I had broken up with that girl on the 9th, then fell into a deep sickness from being so depressed and fucked up. So I started drawing in the actual thing after writing 2 notes about this girl to myself. Then I started drawing the thing. First page was a picture of me and that girl hugging each other. And then the next one was, it's probably here. Killer Move, serious series. Okay, it's not. Whatever, I don't give a shit anyway. But it's gonna be 2 years soon. 2023, September 9th. It's been a long time. It's really quick though. Try not to acknowledge it. I know, that's stupid of me. I usually try to acknowledge everything and be smart about everything I'm doing. But sometimes I like to lie to myself to make things easier. Anyways, that was probably way too quiet for the thing to pick up. I wish I had those goddamn earbuds. I think I did leave them downstairs. But, I inspired the comics. In the beginning, it was called The Story of the Strongest, which the replacement of that is now Souls Divide. But I based it and got inspiration from the fight of Saitama versus Cosmic Fear Garo. I started drawing in my health class back then in early 2023, where these two characters were fighting. I called the replacement for Saitama Oculo, and the replacement for Garo Cosmo, and had them do things like consecutive or omnidirectional serious punch and serious sneeze and all that stuff. And then I made up my own attack, God's Will Punch, which I think I'll keep in the comics. But I got a lot of inspiration from Seven Deadly Sins, One Punch Man, Rick and Morty. What are the other ones? Devil May Cry. Only recently, Zenless Zone Zero. More so, just Miyabi. And then I got a few of my storytelling ideas from Hazbin Hotel, like the beginning part where it's showing the story of like Lucifer getting cast down, which I thought was really cool, where it's like a silhouette of the character like and yeah. So there's a lot of inspiration here. I actually called my dad the Emperor in here. Alan, Brian, and Colton follow the Emperor to meet this scientist, which the scientist was Alana, or Yeah. Um, but oh yeah, Inside Job, like Regan Ridley, I think is her name. When I was trying to figure out what to do with Alana, which I'll just make up a name for the original one, Emily. With Emily, I couldn't figure out how to make her comparable to me in the comics. I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I started watching a few different shows, and I remembered my sister was watching this thing called Inside Job, and I saw that girl, that woman with the brown hair. I, something that caught my eye on it was just that she had these machines making coffee for her and putting her hair up in like a ponytail or something. So I was like, oh yeah, that fits. Have the other half of me in the comics be a genius, just like this version of me, be like the smartest man in the universe, like Rick, and then like Regan Ridley. So I was like, all right, yeah, that'll work, and that's where I got all that from. What else? I believe there's a little more. I don't know. I think that might be it. Like about all the inspiration. I don't know. I think that is about it. Nothing more. Nothing less. Uh, I was so shitty at drawing. But there's just something about the way that I drew all this. It's just obviously nostalgia, but it's just so unique to me. Because I vowed to myself that I would never draw actual bodies like this, like just actual freaking bodies. And I said, alright, I'm just gonna stick with stick figures. Because I didn't think that I would make it into an actual thing at the time. Thought that it would just be my own little have fun thing. Which I had no idea I was gonna start making it into an actual, like, freaking anime character bodies. Like, look at that shit. Compared to. I don't have an original picture of her, but compared to that shit, like just stick figures, I know it's been almost 2 years, but I've come a long way. It feels like it's been 6 months. It's good. Unique, I think. I think. I don't know if I pointed it out before, but that's a guy. It's pretty bad. That's a baddie right there. That's a guy, actually. I don't give a shit. Later on in the comics, I would like to do like a horror episode, like a scary one, where Alan and Alana go to this scary place. And I would like for it to be something like Little Nightmares. Like, I would have inspiration from that. But then again, everything that's going on with censorship. I heard that Texas is banning anime and just shows with children in it. Or animated shows with children in it. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Because Alan and Alana, they'll have a child in it, or in the later chapters. And then on top of that, in Soul's Divide, it'll show just children, peasant children, and then in the prequel to Fallen into Madness, it'll show Alan and Alana when they were just teenagers. So, oh yeah, and then Autumn when she was a small fox, a small kitsune. So it would suck a lot. makes me want to go back in time. Alan is a fucking asshole right here. Freaking Autumn is like being sympathetic, and Alan's like, I appreciate it, Autumn, but it looks like Colton and Brian are back with Alana. I don't give a shit what you're saying. I'm sure I'll be fine, Autumn. He's like telling her that the sword, the Yakinari, is like killing him. She's like, oh, that must be terrible. He cuts her off and is like, I appreciate it, but I don't really care. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. And then he goes on to talk about his immense amount of genius. Let me actually read it out. I'm the one you saved from lab testing over in South America about 5 years ago. Speaking of which, I know what you're about to ask, and I have an answer as to where I've been these past 5 years. Autumn sits down. Okay, that doesn't matter. Skip. Yeah, because when I heard we were sent to find you, I didn't actually think we'd ever find you. He was like, sorry to just completely ignore what you just said, but by the way, I lost my speed due to my my immense amount of genius, and this damn blade is making me weaker. My immense amount of genius is actually what he's doing. He's like pointing to his head. Oh, right there. He like throws the sword right there. He's like, my immense amount of genius. And she's like, what? How does your intelligence determine if you lose speed or not? That makes no sense. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to tell you what I told Colton and Brian. I'm not explaining the math that goes into it to you. But I'll tell you one thing. Okay, yeah, he just basically talks about this thing called genius potential that works in a way like natural selection. And then he just treats her like shit. So all he cares about is Lana, clearly. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here. I need to go to bed soon. It's 6:37 in the morning. But I do want to draw more. I want to at least get Brian done, or get a little bit of his designs finished before going to bed, or even laying down. So I'm so fucking tired. Let's name off some characters. I know I said I was gonna end it, but I like talking. Let's name out a few characters. Alan, Alana, Victor, Demute, Nvidia, Grace, Dracius, Desmos, Jezebel, Oculo, Samael, Alan again, Alana again, Brian, Colton, Autumn. Did I already say Victor? Sealy. I don't think I'm gonna make Claire a character. Ezra. Arthur, like Arthur Pendragon. Cosmo. Rain. Afton. What the hell is that woman's name? Vitalia. And Quincitar. Alastor. Atticus. Astra. Divino. Freaking Zeus. Adam. Lilith. God Adam. Goddess Lilith. Demonios, aka the god of death, or god of speed, I don't know. Elidor, I suppose I can make him a character. That's some guy who was like harassing Alana in the beginning. So Alan kills him. That's the only obvious option. I think that's it. Well, it's definitely not it. There's a lot. Okay, what was that one guy's name? Balaton. Oh my gosh. I made that up so long ago with like AI or something. In like the beginning of 2024, I used AI to like make more stories with the comics, but I eventually stopped because I was like, no, this is inferior to me. I can't waste my time and rely on these fucking computers to do this for me. But Balaton. Oh right, Emma, Alan and Alana's daughter. Uh, Robert. Yeah, Robert. Alan's grandpa. Um, who else? I don't know. Those aliens Brian helped when he was 16. uh, Reggie or Reggington, which is some alien in the comics. I really want to pop this, but it hurts. Um, I'm about to fall asleep. You know what? Fuck this. That's good enough. That's good enough. I don't care. Have a good night. Fuck you. Goodbye. Goodbye.